I'd like to call the Monday, December 2nd County Council meeting to order. We will begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. Councilman Galloway.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call. Clerk Treasurer Parthune.
Councilman Galloway. Here. Councilwoman Ficus. Present. Councilwoman Huffman.
Present.
Councilman Frankie.
Here.
Councilwoman Konechny.
Present.
Councilman Buchanan.
Present.
Councilwoman West is absent. 6 present, 1 absent.
Approval of minutes. Do I have a motion?
I would like to make a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Before we go to the petitions and comments of citizens, Brett Benversi is here. You have a special guest if you'd like to come forward.
Yes, for once, I don't have to do much talking here, so I'll just let the man of the month take over.
Welcome, Santa.
Welcome, and I hope you're feeling better.
Much better.
I don't know if you saw it, but I sent a reindeer to give you a hug.
And he couldn't get in. I was down on my back, but I tried.
I want to thank you all for allowing me to take part in the parades and even the community at large. When we've done fundraisers, everyone's done such an amazing job. But as cold as it was, we still had a really good group out there. Yeah, I was impressed, you know. And Santa May, visit here, so we got friends, and my elves have made friends here, and it's interesting going down that parade and seeing my elves friends now having children, and that's why I get these double layer of people waving and saying hi. It's such a blessing to be a part of that, and I thank you for that.
Well, we thank you for your efforts for our children and our community, and put this on video right now. And I know that you look out for all the children, but especially tonight, Cole Parthune, who is the clerk treasurer's son, is in your thoughts, and you want to make sure he has a good Christmas as well, correct?
Oh, sure. As long as he keeps his room clean, I think we'll be all right.
So there's Cole. If you don't mind, we could have a photo with the council.
You know what? You brought up a good point. I wanted to show you something here.
Uh-oh. Now I'm getting nervous.
He's going to arm wrestle.
Actually, you know what's funny? We could do that too. Let's do vote for amongst you guys, because that might cause infighting. But out here, this gentleman here, how many people think he's on the good list, the nice list?
Uh-oh. Craig Phillips, raise your hand.
I was the first one to raise my hand.
All right, well, let's close. All right, so let me do this. My elves, for years, have been pestering me to do this, and I finally did it this year. So, it's either going to be tattoos or I'm going to start my dance. This is where you didn't land on.
Oh, my gosh.
Nice. Now, I want to let you know, what's right next to that naughty list?
A diamond.
A diamond, which seems kind of weird to be next to the naughty, right?
Right.
Well, as a person who was on the naughty list quite often when I was younger, I realized something while I was growing up, and that when I give you guys coal, it's not a put down. I'm encouraging you guys. You know, coal, you got it, right? You add heat and pressure to it. When you pressure carbon, what do you get? You get diamonds. And that's what we are. We have that hard light that we have to go down to. We have to learn that lesson. All you nice people, you're like, oh, that's hot, you never do it again. People like us have to go, oh, it's hot, oh, it's hot, oh, it's hot. And then finally, when it sinks in, it's in. But when we see someone else touching that same pot, we can look them in the eyes and say, hey, you don't want to go down that way. And a lot of times you can steer somebody away from that because they see that truth in your eyes. That, yeah, it looks like he has done that. I don't want to touch it. So that's what that diamond is for. But you, luckily, you made the nice list.
All right.
But don't get too big yourself. John 3:16.
Thank you, Santa. Can we get a photo together?
Oh, absolutely.
We'd love it.
I'm used to it.
Excellent.
Come sit in the middle, you're the man of the hour here. Porte, could you take a photo really quick? Hey, he doesn't bite, I don't think. You can get around here. Laura, come here.
Oh, I love the shy ones.
See you by Santa. I took pictures with Santa.
Here we go.
I did, for Santa. He's Santa.
Bert, could you take one?
I've got it, yep.
Oh.
Okay, 1 second.
Jeez.
That's the biggest one.
All right.
Santa's got a busy couple of weeks. Thank you, Santa.
I did video that for Cole. I didn't know he was gonna say that. I already took a picture of Santa and sent it to Cole.
From the North Pole. We like the idea that you guys make change and stuff. We don't use it, so I'm giving them away.
Oh, I love that. Thank you.
Santa. Thank you.
Santa, Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Thank
I already got one for freezing out with you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Santa. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Santa, have a great holiday. I know you'll be busy.
Thank you very much. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
She tried to hide.
Yes, good.
Thanks, Santa.
Merry Christmas!
Is a good one. That's. All right, also, if I could acknowledge in the petitions and comments, I see Superintendent Ben Anderson of South Central Schools is here today. Ben, great to see you, to make sure the kids actually stay and listen. That's wonderful, right? All right, standing committee reports. Tim Frankie, President.
Redevelopment Commission met on November 25th. Claims were approved. An interlocal agreement with 39 North TIF District was approved for the Bella Largo Senior Living Facility. We talked about this, I believe, last meeting, but County Redevelopment Commission has agreed to use funds from the TIF that they had over the 39 North District in the amount of $76,720. That'll be applied for infrastructure, mainly a road. And an engagement letter was approved for Baker Tilly to handle the debt issuance of the bonds for the Boyd Boulevard, Park Street, Thomas Rose Industrial infrastructure projects. The first of several pay applications for this project was reviewed and approved for $434,000 to Reith Riley. A resolution to transfer funds was approved. Just end of the year tidying up. Another end of the year task was approved to encumber the remaining funds they have for the rest of the year. TIF 1, $11,880 for VS Engineering for the Holocker Drive Historic Project, $15,300 to Hitchcock Design for the Downtown Decorative Alley Project, total $27,180 for TIF 1. TIF 2, $21,300 to SEH Inc. for the initial EDA grant preliminary engineering review and analysis. Also, for the remaining tasks, an amount approved was $70,200. Total amount for TIF 2 is $91,300. TIF 3, $30,000 for Rundale Ernsberger Associates for the city's comprehensive transportation plan, and that was the total for TIF 3. That is all I have there, but I do want to point out the Indiana Hoosiers beat the Boilermakers 66-0 Saturday night. Hoorah!
I'm gonna put that in the minutes.
Pretty amazing game and stats to look over.
As you can see, I lost the bet, so I'm having to wear crimson today, or as close to it, for the Hoosiers. And it is a football school since they can't win at basketball now, so.
That's true.
Lauren Huffman, Council.
Thank you. The Sustainability Commission will be meeting next Tuesday, December 10th at 4 p.m. in council chambers.
Councilwoman Ficus.
Park Board met on Wednesday, November 20th. The ice rink officially opened on November 29th and will stay open until January 26th. Approval was granted for the Park Department to rent the chillers this year from United Rentals for the 2024-2025 skate season. All rate increases for park rentals, Beechwood Golf Course rates, and Civic Auditorium rates were approved, but won't take effect until 2026, as the 2025 budgets are already complete. It was unanimously approved to sign a 3-year contract agreement with Hot Rod Snow Cones to be the concessionaire at the Kessling Ballpark baseball fields. Winterfest will be held January 24th through January 26th. Approval was given to have horses in the park for horse-drawn carriage rides. And then Traffic Commission will meet tomorrow, 5 PM at the police station.
Councilman Galloway.
A week from tomorrow, on the 10th, the Police Merit Commission will meet 2 o'clock at LaPorte Police Department. That's it.
Councilman Buchanan.
Nothing to report, but just to note that we skipped over citizens' comments when Santa came through and went to, so that's it.
Councilwoman Konechny.
The Airport Authority will meet next Wednesday, December 11th at 5:15 at the airport.
Thank you. I do not have any comment cards from the public and nothing online. Is there anybody from the public that would like to speak? Hearing none, approval of 2025 City of LaPorte Common Council meeting schedule. Before you is the schedule for 2025. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Would somebody like to read those dates? Councilwoman Konechny, thank you.
I would love to, thank you. Monday, January 6th, Tuesday, January 21st,
And that is Board of Works is the, no, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Monday, February 3rd, Tuesday, February 18th, Monday, March 3rd, Monday, March 17th, Monday, April 7th, Monday, April 21st, Monday, May 5th, Monday, May 19th, Monday, June 2nd, Monday, June 16th, Monday, July 7th, Monday, July 21st, Monday, August 4th, Monday, August 18th, Tuesday, September 2nd, Monday, September 15th, Monday, October 6th, Monday, October 20th, Monday, November 3rd, Monday, November 17th, Monday, December 1st, Monday, December 15th. Meeting date change due to holidays, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, President's Day, and Labor Day for those Tuesdays that were announced.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Business Improvement District Council appointment, 2-year terms for 5-year appointments, for 5 appointments.
I believe we're going to need a motion to table this.
Do I have a motion to table?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion tables. LaPorte Alcoholic Beverage Review Commission Council appointment, 1-year term for 1 appointment.
I would like to nominate President Pro Tem Frankie.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Redevelop Commission Council appointment, 1-year term for 2 appointments.
Make a motion to reappoint Brian Chalik and JT McDermott.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Police Commission Council appointment, 3-year term for 1 appointment starting 3/1/25. Due to Terry Shear not continuing, would like to thank Terry for his commitment to law enforcement for all his years of service and wish him well. Do I have a motion?
I'd like to nominate Ben Anderson.
I have a motion.
Yeah, it's a motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Discussion?
Maybe we could hear from Mr. Anderson.
Right, he's here.
We have all kinds of questions for Mr. Anderson, so I look forward to that. Ben, please come forward. Yes. Welcome.
Thank you, and good evening, everyone. My name is Ben Anderson, currently the superintendent of schools for South Central Community School Corporation, 10-year resident of the city of LaPorte. Live off Monroe and Ficus's Whispering Meadows subdivision. So proud resident of LaPorte, would be happy to serve in this capacity. I'm an avid supporter of law enforcement and just happy to serve my community. I was able to, discuss a little bit with President Franke and Councilman Galloway as well about the potential appointment. And like I said, I just want to be able to serve my community even further than what I've been able to, and would be happy to serve if appointed.
And Ben, if you don't mind, maybe just fill the council in on your professional background, which I think complements well, in terms of management.
Yeah, sure. So I started as a teacher here in LaPorte. I taught at Indian Trail Elementary and then Kessling Middle School before going out to South Central. This is my 11th year out at South Central, all in administrative capacities. I started as the assistant principal athletic director, did that for a year. I was the elementary principal for 3 years, high school principal for 4, and this is my 3rd year as the superintendent of schools. So I earned my bachelor's degree from Indiana University South Bend, my master's from Ball State, my EDS from Indiana State, and then I'm all but dissertation for my PhD at Indiana State as well. So yeah, I have history of managing people and our most precious cargo in our children, and I think that certainly could help lend itself to helping to manage the personnel of the police department. And as I mentioned, I'm just a avid supporter of law enforcement, and would appreciate the opportunity to support that department and support those folks.
Thank you.
And quite a coaching career as well. South Central, you've had great success between the two schools as well.
Had a lot of talent.
Yes.
So.
All right, I do have a motion and a second. Further discussion or questions for Mr. Anderson? We appreciate your service. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Councilman Franke, introduction of an ordinance.
Your Honor, I move to introduce an ordinance read in its entirety for the first time.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Council President Franke.
An ordinance establishing the storage of recreational vehicles and equipment within the corporate limits of the city of LaPorte, the LaPorte County Joint Zoning Ordinance, Section 16.08, sets out the zoning restrictions for recreational vehicles on residential lots. The Common Council of the city of LaPorte wishes to modify the storage and parking of recreational vehicles here in RV as follows. Now therefore be it, and it is hereby ordained by the Common Council of the City of LaPorte, Indiana, that Section 1, on a residential lot, a resident may store recreational vehicles and equipment such as motorhomes, trailers, snowmobiles, and watercrafts in garages or other accessory structures. Recreational vehicles or equipment may be stored outdoors, provided the recreational vehicle or equipment is owned by the resident of the dwelling on that lot, and the vehicle or equipment is located a minimum of 5 feet from the lot line. Section 2, in a residential district, recreational vehicles and equipment may only be stored outdoors on the same lot as the owner's principal dwelling. Recreational equipment may not be stored outdoors on an adjacent lot under the same ownership that contains an accessory building. Section 4, recreational vehicles and equipment may not be stored in a waterfront yard except for watercraft. Recreational vehicles may not be parked in any lawn or yard area except on a parking lot or driveway. Recreational vehicles shall not be parked in landscape green belts or other landscaped areas required by this ordinance. Section 5, recreational vehicles and equipment shall not be parked or stored on a public right-of-way. Recreational vehicles shall not be parked in locations that obstruct sidewalks, trails, or non-motorized pathways. Section 6, recreational vehicles and equipment shall not be permanently affixed to the ground as a principal or accessory structure on a lot in any district. All recreational equipment parked or stored shall not be connected to sanitary facilities. Mobile homes, travel trailers, and camping trailers shall not be occupied for dwelling purposes except in a lawfully established mobile home park or tourist camp. All recreational vehicles stored in a residential district shall be in good working and operable condition. recreational vehicles shall remain subject to the City of LaPorte's junked and abandoned vehicle ordinances. Section 6, the owner of the recreational vehicle shall not park or store such vehicle in such a manner as to create a dangerous or unsafe condition on the property where parked and stored. Parking or storage of the recreational vehicle while not locked or chalked, whether loaded or not, shall be considered a dangerous and unsafe condition. Section 7, tents shall not be erected, used, or maintained on any lot except small tents that are customarily used for recreational purposes and are located on the same lot as a dwelling. Temporary use of tents for religious amusement, recreation, business, or manufacturing purposes shall be permitted when a permit has been issued by the enforcement official in accordance with provisions set forth in Article 26. Section 8, boats may be parked or stored in the open when customary in the operations of a lawfully established principal use, and one boat may be stored or parked on a lot containing a dwelling, provided that it shall be located in the side, rear, or waterfront yard setback a minimum of 5 feet from all lot lines. There shall be no major repair, disassembly, or rebuilding operations conducted on the lot. Section 9, in all other aspects, the LaPorte County Joint Zoning Ordinance shall remain in full force and effect. End of ordinance.
So I want to thank the council for spending a lot of time, no matter what side of the issue you're on here, listening to residents on both sides, on, good, bad, or indifferent, spending the quality time to address that. Is there anybody that would like to talk about in brief form what this ordinance does?
Sure, I will. About a month ago, we held a workshop that was open to the public, listened to concerns from both sides, mainly homeowners that have a camper. In the current ordinance, the way it reads, you cannot park it in your driveway for more than 48 hours. And, there are cases that while a lot of them prefer to have it stored, they need more than 2 days to get it ready when they're getting ready to go on a trip, et cetera. I get both sides of the argument, versus allowing it and not, but ultimately, I think it's your property, both your home and your recreational vehicle. But that's why I asked Attorney Otis to draft this. We're not voting on it today. We'll see how the vote goes in 2 weeks.
Further discussion?
Obviously, it doesn't prohibit homeowners associations, if you live in a subdivision neighborhood with an HOA, from restricting it in a different manner than what this would be. I think, again, I draft what's at the request of the council, but certainly looked at 7 or 8 different communities, right, Mr. Frankie? So I don't have anything further.
Other comments? Hearing none, this will move to the December 16th meeting. Councilwoman Konechny, introduction of a resolution.
Your Honor, I'd like to introduce a resolution read in its entirety for the first and only time.
Motion and a second. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Councilwoman Konechny.
A resolution approving, use of a tax abatement of real property taxes created by the redevelopment of real property. Liquid Carbonic Industrial Medical Corporation Praxair Incorporated, doing business as Lindy Incorporated, and herein referred to as Lindy Incorporated, has requested the Common Council of the City of LaPorte approval to use tax abatement on real property taxes created by building expansion at their facility located at 3076 North State Road 39, LaPorte, Indiana 46350. And it is in the public interest that the City of LaPorte avail itself of the Economic Revitalization Area Statement of Benefits provided by Indiana Code Section 6-1.1-12.1-4.5 to stimulate economic growth within the community. And on November 25th, 2024, Lindy Incorporated filed with the city planner, as required, an application for consideration for the Statement of Benefits for real property. And Lindy Incorporated has filed an Economic Revitalization Area Statement of Benefits for real property tax deduction for its operation within the City of LaPorte. And Lindy Incorporated agrees to comply with the conditions set forth in Resolution Number 90-2, Section 7. And whereas Lindy intends to expand their current truck drivers' building at an approximate cost of $800,000. The second project in the near future is an expansion of the truck garage, which would represent a $500,000 capital investment. These two investments will result in the hiring of approximately 25 new employees who will make on average $52.88 per hour, or $110,000 per year. Whereas the city planner has prepared a report concerning such deductions. Now therefore, be it resolved by the Common Council of the City of LaPorte as follows: that the estimate of 25 for the number of jobs to be created is reasonably expected to result from the proposed real property improvements, that the investment of $110,000 for annual salaries of the jobs to be created is reasonably expected to result from the proposed expansions, that the statement of the value of the building expansions, $1.3 million, is reasonable for projects of this nature, that the real property deduction outlined above be implemented for a period of 5 years at 50% savings each year, respectively following the attached abatement schedule outlined below. That Mayor Thomas Dermody is hereby authorized to approve the statement of benefits submitted on behalf of Lindy. The real property tax abatement schedule, Project Lindy tax abatement schedule for years 1 through 5, the savings percentage is $50,000 each. Or excuse me, 50% each year. End of resolution.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Before I ask Bert Cook to come forward, we talk about jobs, not taking all jobs that come to LaPorte, but we have some high standards. And I will tell you, it's not the quantity of jobs, but the quality. And at $52.88 per year, these are the jobs we want our community and residents to have an opportunity to fill. So I think this is
$52.88 an hour.
an hour.
110,000 per year.
Yes, $110,000 per year. Excited about that. And Bert Cook, thank you, and excited for these jobs.
Good evening, Mayor. Good evening to the City Council. Bert Cook, Executive Director of the LaPorte Economic Advancement Partnership. So this is this is the last project I've got for you this year. As we went through the process of the annexation of 39 North, I think we often talked about a number of economic development projects that were ready to occur in that area. This is another project much in that vein. We're excited that we have a current manufacturer who's looking to expand. I think Laura, you went through the numbers, which are, it's not a huge investment in real property or in the building itself, but it does create a significant number of jobs. And to the mayor's point, those jobs are incredibly high quality and in line with many of the jobs that are currently on the property. So we're following a similar abatement schedule to what we've done on 39 North, and there's benefit there to the company, which is obviously the tax savings that will exist on the new property taxes created by the construction, but it also allows that revenue source to be developed and to be partially intact right from the beginning, which can help the council and the redevelopment commission offset some of the debt that will be taken on to create the infrastructure improvements along 39 North that has been a huge part of the annexation and the discussions that we've had recently. So very much a mutually beneficial project. Excited to move it forward. Unfortunately, John Hollinsworth, who is the principal there, he is out of the country, so he was not able to be here tonight. But we thought it prudent to make sure agenda before we get too close to the holiday. And I know they're excited to get started, potentially get started as soon as possible. I believe if you approve the incentive and if they do move forward, Larson Danielson will likely be the general contractor that builds this development, which adds another layer of, another local company who benefits from this expansion as well. Happy to answer questions that you might have.
Questions for Mr. Cook?
Just a statement. Nice work. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you. I appreciate that.
$110,000. This has not happened per year for jobs, not many this year, and it's all starting to come together.
And 25 of them at
Right.
that.
Okay.
These are the highest paying CDL jobs, correct?
Correct. Yeah, that's the jobs are truck drivers. And as I mentioned, there's already a number of people who work in these positions at the company, so you have a nice baseline to refer back to as well.
This is a resolution, can pass this evening. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Councilman Galloway.
Your Honor, I'd like to read a resolution for the first and only time.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Councilman Galloway.
Resolution to transfer funds within the 2024 budgets. Whereas there are additional monies needed in certain line items in the 2024 budgets in order to pay for essential services and obligations. Now therefore be it, and it is hereby resolved by the Common Council of the City of LaPorte, Indiana, that the following transfers be made within the following budgets for the year 2024. The General Fund Communications, 1101-311, from 321 Communications Transportation to 315 Professional Services, $300. Code Enforcement, 1101-318, from 221 Operating Supplies to 321 Communication Transportation, $1,518. From 221 Operating Supplies to 211 Office Supplies, $896. From 221 Operating Supplies to 391 Other Services, $110. Seated, City Planner, 220-103, from 331 Printing Advertising to 391 Other Services, $500. From 321 Communication Transportation to 391 Other Services, $2,000. Park and Recreation, Beechwood, 2204-800, from 351 Utilities to 331 Printing Advertising, $250. From 241 Other Supplies to 315 Professional Services, $1,000. Civic Auditorium, 2204-801, from 1111 Salaries to 361 Repairs Maintenance, $4,176. From 122 FICA Medicare to 361 Repairs Maintenance, $700. From 231 Operating Supplies to 361 Repairs Maintenance, $2,500. Park, 2204-803, from 11 Salaries to 321 Communication Transportation, $1,500. Park Non-Reverting, 2211-803, from 391 Other Services to 111 Salaries, $1,000. Civic Non-Reverting, 5504-803, from 351 Utilities to 391.002, event costs, $4,000. From 241 Other Services to 391.002, event costs, $10,000. From 315-001 Professional Services to 315 Staff Event, $3,000. From 391 Other Services to 315 Event Staff, $2,000. From 391 Other Services to 391.002 Event Costs, $3,000. From 241 Other Supplies to 391.002 Event Costs, $15,000. From 121 IMPRS to 391-002 Event Costs, $3,000. Recreation Non-Reverting, 5503-803, from 111 Salaries to 391 Other Services, $2,000. TIF 1 Downtown, 4445-701, from 421 Infrastructure to 315 Professional Services, $50,000. TIF 2 Thomas Industrial Park, 446-701, from 421 Infrastructure to 315 Professional Services, $100,000. TIF 3 Eastgate, 4447-701, from 421 Infrastructure to 315 Professional Services, $50,000. That's it.
This is a resolution, can pass. Do I have a motion?
Second.
Discussion. Normal part of year-end business, clerk treasurer.
Yeah, that's it.
Any comments? Hearing none, I do have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Thank you, Councilman Galloway.
You didn't
Are there
think-
any public comments?
Didn't think I could make it all the way through that, did you?
I thought you did great. As a reminder, we've hit the holiday season. Lend a hand, bring our community together, helping one another versus trying to find fault. Let's all learn to work together. We've got a great community, and this is a time when people struggle, have issues, and let's all work together. The ice rink is opened as well. Don't hesitate to miss you don't want to miss the opportunity to skate in our downtown, enjoy as family. And as a reminder, December 9th, a week from this evening, will be the State of the City. I apologize for the delay, but due to being under the weather, we have rescheduled that for the following Monday. Other comments?
Got a motion to adjourn?
Cookie walk.
Uh-oh.
The December 14th is a part of Prancer Palooza weekend, cookie walk, thanks to our wonderful downtown businesses, charity here from Hotspot, and they can buy tins at her location. You sold out already?
I sold out in 5 days, 9 cases in 5 days.
Wow.
Wow. So get your cookie tin.
There's only about 6 out there.
6 tins?
That's all that I am aware of that's out there. I don't know what Brett has, but that's all that I know.
Thank you for all.
Good has some, but that's the only one I know that has them.
Thank you for all your work. I do have a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned.